Kabisa mpenzi mtazamaji, kutoka WOSWA niko na Mary Ojwang na ameniletea product hapa hivi. Ni product ya kina dada. Hii product ndio inaleta sustainability, affordability kwa kina dada wote ambao wanapitia masuala ya hedhi kila mwisho wa mwezi, na inanunuliwa once, unakaa nayo for almost 10 years, you're telling me. It's a very good product na inaletwa kwa hisani ya KUTV Cup. Hii ndio sasa hiyo the KUTV Cup. Niko hapa hivi na Mary Ojwang, nataka tuongelele kuhusu how we can end period poverty. First things first. Yani mara ya kwanza tunapatana nawe, nasikia fiti sana. Karibu sana kwa show KUTV Rise Today Art and Culture Monday. This is the only show yenye show ikiisha lazima utatupea wisdom in your own mother tongue na translation. It is not meant as a punishment, it is not meant as a way ya kunini, ni way ya kufanya watu ama wageni wetu wafili wakiwa nyumbani. Sasa unafaa ukiwa kwa hii set ujisikie kama uko nyumbani pale kwa shosho, akikupeka wisdom kamoja. Wengine wetu hata tulikuwa tunapigwa na kakuni hapo tap chap, hiyo wisdom haijawahi potea, si ndio?
Yeah.
Karibu sana, salimia watazamaji wa Art and Culture Monday.
Asante.
Waambie what you do pale hivyo WOSWA.
Asante. Jina langu ni Mary Ojwang na mimi ni founder and team leader of Women Students Mentorship Association, an organization that champions for the rights and welfare of female students in Kenya. And we advocate for different issues including sustainability, whereby we are promoting zero waste from menstrual wastes, acknowledging that we as women, we have a role to play to promote sustainability and conservation, and also noting that globally, women menstrual health contribute to environment degradation, whereby we're looking at issues of menstrual waste pollution, and noting that annually 150 million tons of menstrual waste is produced from the pads we use every month. And by that also here in Kenya, noting that 9.3 million women and girls menstruate each month. So you can just try to figure out how much menstrual waste is produced through the natural process that women go through each month. And also this is triggered by our choices of products we use, and noting that majority of women, 95%, according to Kenya Demographic Health Survey, 95% of women in Kenya use pads, which are disposable products. And as menstrual health champions, and also environmental activists, we are coming up to raise awareness about other alternative eco-friendly products that also support women to manage their menstrual health safely, with dignity, and also sustainably. So thank you for having me here to talk about these alternatives, eco alternatives, and also a bit about what WOSWA does. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Mary Ojwang, you as a gender equity advocate and now founder of WOSWA, you have been in the front line kutetea haki za kina dada ama wanawake, their space. The world has been doing the same, especially in places like Africa. Kenya, we have 47 women representatives to represent each county that we have as efforts of revamping women empowerment. But you feel like we have been overlooking the fight on ending period poverty. Una feel ni wapi world inaenda pole pole in addressing period poverty?
Well, issues of period poverty, maybe somebody don't understand what is period poverty. First, period poverty includes lack of access to safe, hygienically menstrual products, and also affordability, and also information about these products. So all these issues encompass menstrual period poverty. Rather, most of the time when we talk about period poverty, people refer to it as just lack of access to period products, but it's more than just lack of access to, including access to information, and correct information, not just any information, and also availability of safe changing rooms for women, availability of water and sanitation for women. So all these issues put together make what we call period poverty. And it's true that still women face period poverty, not just in Kenya, but across the globe. So the issues of period poverty in Kenya, I think we are headed in the right direction because the country as it is, the national government provides sanitary products. By law, that is what they say.
Whether they say as long as uko high school na ni ya gava, you will be getting them.
Yes.
I've had people like Senator Gloria Rwaba every month.
Yes.
Wakisema vile ni ziko.
Yeah, so as a country, I think there is milestones we've made to ensure girls and young women in public institutions like secondary schools, primary schools have access to this product. While it's not sufficient, and it's not consistent because we've also had a chat with girls and women in different schools, and whatever they are given by the government is not sustainable. They're given like 3 packets to take them through the semester. That is not enough. And we also have to say our government is trying, and they are supporting our efforts in the process. So I want to shout out to the government of Kenya.
For the very first time, we are saying the government imefanya inajaribu.
Yes.
Let's talk about this product. Inaleta kumaliza hiyo zero wastage as you've said. Inaleta hiyo recycling hii iko nayo, but jina yake iko na swali. KUTV. Why are we calling it KUTV? What's behind the name? Inatoka wapi?
KUTV ni product ambayo imetengenezwa United States by a KUTV organization, and they are philanthropists. Wale kina mama, wanadada, kina ndugu. My Swahili is also good. So it's a group of philanthropists who have come together to donate towards a cause, and the cause is to end period poverty and to support women and girls across the world to manage their menstruation with dignity. So we get this product from KUTV for free to distribute it to girls and young women across the country for free. So KUTV is an organization, and I encourage you, if you want to know more about them, check their website at kutvcap.org. And also, if you have more inquiries about how you can be part of this journey, you can email them at info@kutvw.org. Yeah.
I love it. Ini product unaosha na warembo hawana shida na usafi ikifika hapo hivyo. It's better than hii yenye unatumia unatupa. But let's talk about its comfortability for the ladies and for the women. Product. Tuongelee its comfortability before tuende kwa mwenye anaweza jinunulia vile anaweza ipata.
Thank you so much. About the cup, I've been a user of the cup since 2018. That is about 7-8 years now. And I haven't had any issues with it, but for first-time users, most of them wanasemanga, they feel a bit uncomfortable, kuinsert and all that. But as champions for menstrual health, we train people. Before tukupatie cup, we train you on how to insert it, how to fold it, how to use it, how to clean it. So if you do not fold it the right way, then you might feel uncomfortable inserting. And also, if you do not remove it, while we are teaching people how to insert and remove, if you don't pay attention, you might find problem pulling it. But rare cases, people complain about issues of insertion and removing, and they find it the most comfortable, because this is not the only first product yenye tuna insert. We also have tampons that people insert. So just like tampons, the difference is hautatupa. You will reuse it, and one cup use it for 10 years. So ni kuosha to disinfecting with hot water, not soap, no detergent. So unaosha tu na maji moto for the first time, other times you just need tap water. So it's really economical.
Kwa safi sana.
Yes.
Nimependa hiyo story yote. Now, hii kitu ni $10 kuuzwa. Na umesema inapeanwa na philanthropist kutoka KUTV. Imefika Kenya. Kenya yenye watu wengi sana wanahitaji such a product but hawa afford. So nyinyi mnapata. Who qualifies kuget hii product? Nyinyi kama WOSWA, huwa mnasemaje tutape hawa? What's the process of sourcing and distribution like?
Okay, thank you for that question. WOSWA works to mentor and support girls between 15, say teenage girls, 12, 13 to 35. Our audience are young people. So when we get products like Menstrual Cup, the first priority group we target is the beneficiaries within our age group target. So 15 to 35 years.
So ni mtu hata kuelezea vile inaoshwa, hakuna maswala ya aibu. Si the same kuelezea, hey, mama ni mzee kuniliko nitamuelezeaje? It's your peers and those younger than you. So kuelezea vile itaosha inakuwa rahisi.
Inakuwa rahisi because it's just like the age set, the people we relate with, our friends, the circle is the youth. So WOSWA specifically works with the youth, but could you also has other organizations they work with where they are, for us it's youth, but there are other organizations who don't have age restriction. They work with old elderly people. By elderly I mean above 35 years old. So yes.
tunafika menstrual?
Menstruation menopause, yeah. Menopause za zingine pia menstruation pia iko.
Inaanza kushuka.
Yeah. So for us we identify 15 to 35 years. And basically we work with girls within learning institution setting because that is our niche. Yeah.
So you are on an effective campaign of ending period poverty. You've been in existence as WOSWA and as a founder from 2018. What would you say has been the impact of the foundation, has been the impact of Mary Ojwang in the campaign of ending period poverty?
Well, for me, impact is not just numbers. While WOSWA, we thrive in numbers. We're talking about tens of thousands each year. We reach through our campaigns, through our mentorship, through our advocacy, through awareness, through leadership workshops and all that. But for me as Mary, it's just seeing that one person who is able to take a leadership role to champion for the right of women and girls in their setting, to take this campaign in their rural homes and start an initiative to empower girls in their rural homes, to take this message to engage the local leadership and see how they can better create an environment that support girls to fight period poverty, fight gender-based violence, and to promote gender equality in their settings. Just seeing one person challenging the norms and stereotypes surrounding women leadership, for me, that is impact.
In the society, especially huko mashinani, they think it's a huge thing maybe for men talking about these things. Today we are privileged to have men and women talking about the same things. Easy misconceptions zote ukuja juu ya the taboos that surround the whole issue of menstruation. Ni gani ungetaka tu address zenye zinahusu hii cup yenye mashinani watu wanaweza sema hapana hiyo achaneni nayo, unajua vitu hadi kama vitu kama family plan ama family planning zikikuja kwanza zinaanza kupigwa, hapana sisi tunafaa kuzaana. I'm sure kuna taboos, misconceptions, myths about hii kitu na about menstruation that we can address.
Yeah, thank you for acknowledging the fact that we live in a patriarchal society whereby men almost have a say in everything, including women health, women issues, women how they manage their own menstruation. So acknowledging that shows that we are able to have open conversation about the issues and also change the narratives about menstruation. So I totally agree with you that where we live today still, men have a say. on the kind of products women use, despite them not even being able to support them to access them. But they will comment, and it will affect how women perceive the products. And it's a challenge we are facing while we are sharing out information about menstrual cup and also the reception of the cup. And part of the campaign is to engage men in the conversation about menstruation, to engage men on the conversation about available alternatives that are eco-friendly. So we've been having conversation with adolescents, acknowledging that they have girlfriends, they are brothers, they have sisters, and they have cousins who are female, and they also have a say in the homes they come from. So handling this with the knowledge that they have a say, acknowledging patriarchy is true and it's real to our society, makes them also be part of the conversation to change the narratives. So when we engage men and we tell them about the benefits of this product, they will also be champions elsewhere by sharing other alternatives that are eco-friendly, and also breaking the stigma around period products, because it's the same men who would make nasty comments. This might sound as an attack to men, but they make nasty comments about, oh, you mean hiyo kitu inaweza ingia, and also start creating narratives about women virginity and all that because they use a cup. So while we engage them, they also able to understand the anatomy of women reproductive system, and also to stop spreading misinformation and rumors and theories about a cup. And engaging men has been a game changer, because my session I had with adolescent boys, mostly 17 to 25, and their conception of this product was really amazing. At first I was like, it's gonna be almost impossible, but they are willing to learn about the product. They are willing to talk about the product. And at the end of the session, while I started and I shared a bit about, just randomly asking what you know about menstruation, they were like, no, this is not a space for us. Literally, they felt like, no, we should not be having this conversation. This is a women problem. This is a women issue. So why me as a boy or as a man, I have to have this conversation? So I had to create that environment for them to understand that menstruation is a social issue. It's a social issue because it involves everybody supporting and creating safe environment for women to enjoy and experience their menstruation. So by the end of the session, these boys were very much enthusiastic. They showed willingness to even support women in their spaces and become future girl daddies, you know. So this conversation is not just about women. This product is not just about women, because also men, as heads of homes, they provide money and budgeting for the family. So if a man do not know how to, they do not know about menstrual health, how will they incorporate it in the family's budget?
It's almost impossible.
So when they know about an eco product that can sustain them, the women, for 10 years, they're able to budget for it firsthand. And while some might feel that it's expensive, its initial cost, if you are to go to a pharmacy or a chemist to buy it, you might feel 1,500 could be a bit expensive, or 1,300 could be a bit expensive. But the long-term benefit of saving 240 shillings every month is worth the sacrifice of buying a cup. And for us, we're giving it for free. So anybody who wants to get a free cup, just email info@kudu.org. Also, you can reach out to WOSWA through our social media. Just type WOSWA.org or WOSWA Kenya, and you will be able to reach out to you.
Mary, we are in the first quarter of the year, now that it is March, and you have reached this far. What's the goal by the end of the year in relation to your mission and vision statement as a foundation?
Well, by the end of the year, we have strategic objectives we've been working towards meeting. One of them is to increase awareness on menstrual hygiene management, to engage boys and men in the fight against GBV and period poverty, to engage policymakers in the conversation about equality, gender equality, GBV, and menstrual health, and also to promote environment sustainability. And in our journey, we target to reach at least 10,000 individuals, girls, women, boys, and men with our initiatives. And I'm proud to report that so far we've reached about 3,000. And we are moving forward. So we look forward to surpass and to also get sufficient support, increase partnerships with anyone who want to join us to make this mission possible. And also, I'm glad to share that we've been part and parcel of CSW 69 conversation and the Beijing Plus 30 declaration. So we're also going global and also putting the voice of Kenyan girl, Kenyan young woman, Kenyan female student into the global conversation. So in terms of visibility, I think we are also making milestones. And we look forward to more opportunities, collaborations, and impact for this year. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Generation Equality Forum that has given us an opportunity as young feminists and a platform to share about what we are doing in the grassroots and also to engage into these global conversations and dialogues. Yeah, so as WOSWA, we also aim to distribute at least 10,000 cups this year.
10,000 of these.
Yes, and also a shout out to KUTV for helping us and giving this product for free because they had committed to give us the cups and we are waiting for them, and as soon as they come, we are going to have a massive campaign to end period poverty and to end environment degradation through period waste.
We've talked so much about this product and its sustainability, affordability, how it's bringing happiness, changing moods, juu tunapunguza stigmatization against or around menstrual cycles of our ladies. How does it work? Tuongelele hiyo, tusitoke hapa hivi, maybe kuna mtu alipata na hii product leo mara ya kwanza on this set, but they did not get to understand how does the KUTV cup work?
Well, thank you for that question. If you hold the cup, you can feel it's plastic-like. It's flexible. So the cup is made of medicated grade silicone material, making it very flexible and foldable. So before you use a cup, first you have to disinfect it. So you disinfect it by boiling it in water for 5 minutes. So boiling it in water in the context, because I understand we share this information and we give the cup to especially rural communities. So by our cultures, boiling a menstrual product, mixing plates with
Sufuria na napika chai.
yes, somebody might find it uncomfortable. So I want to separate the anything that would make this product unacceptable. So what I mean by boiling it in water for 5 minutes, you boil water separately, okay? Then you take the cup, you put it inside a basin or the thing you use for showering. It could be a bucket. Then you pour the hot water into the bucket that holds the cup for 5 minutes. You leave it to disinfect for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, remove your cup. Then wash your hands. You don't want to pass the germs you picked on surfaces into the cup, right? So you wash your hands to make sure your hands are clean. Then you're going to fold the cup before you insert it. So there are different folds you can make. There is this fold. There is also C shape. This is a C shape. So I prefer, some people prefer this fold, others prefer C shape, but my favorite, I love using C shape because
What informs the
sorry?
Moja na hiyo swali. Nataka kuuliza what informs the shape yenye mtu ana prefer si shape hiyo ingine but
So the shape is for in terms of comfortability when you're inserting. So some people prefer inserting ikiwa hivi. They have their own reasons.
hivyo inakaa ndogo.
For me, C shape inakaa ndogo.
Hizi vitu tunafaa tu learn ndio
So
funza hao madem.
hii ni C shape. So nikisha ifold hivi ki C shape, una squat kiasi. Then ukisha squat, unaingiza. Ukiingiza, cup itafunguka hivi. Cup ikifunguka, kuna hizi holes on top of the cup. Hizi holes zitafanya isakile hewa ambayo ingefanya ianguke ili stick firmly on the cervical wall.
So ni kitu naweza rukaruka nayo nicheze maisha yangu ikuwe normal.
So unaweza rukaruka, haitatoka, haitaanguka, unaweza lala, unaweza enda swimo. Why unaweza enda swimo? Unaweza enda swimo, unaweza lala na bath suit. Okay? So hii product ukiangalia vile imetengenezwa, hii rubber like material haileak. Unlike tampon, unaonanga saa zingine watu wanavaa tampon wanabana pad juu kuna hiyo
inaweza mess.
Yeah, inaweza leak sock. But hii vile imeundwa haileak. So damu itamwagika pale ndani ya cup. Itamwagika after some 8 hours. Hii hautatoa kama pad, unaona issues za hygiene, dampness, ina make mtu anakaa uncomfortable na bloat. Hii damu yote inaingia ndani ya cup. Then ili kuitoa, mtu anafinya hapa chini. Unafinya na hapa ili ile pressure si tulisema imeshikana tightly on the cervical wall.
Yeah.
So ukipress na hapa chini na release pressure ili hizi shimo ziache release hewa kidogo ili kwe rahisi kuipull. Then mtu ana empty. Then anaosha tu sasa na tap water, si maji moto. Then ana fold tena, then ana insert.
Kama anarudisha.
Alafu ukimaliza probably unaistore ina place yenye si chafu. Usichukue tu cup uweke pale juu ya kabati. Inakuja na ka bag kake. Na ka cloth bag ka kuiweka. So
haka. So haka ni ako ka kusaidia kuweka.
Ka kusaidia kuweka.
Ka kusto. Sorry, unajua kusaidia kuweka now that hapo ni Kiswahili kwa nao ni insertion na tuongelelea hiyo, tunaongelea about the storage. Hii product tumeongelelea kuhusu tu, maybe kuna watu wame complain about comfortability or something like that. Kuna health risks za kutumia. Kuna watu wame report some health risks kwa hizo effects ama side effects za kutumia the KUTV cup.
Well, so far tumekuwa tukicollect data. Tukipeana cup, we do a baseline study questionnaire ambayo tuna collect information ya ule mtu kuhusu product amekuwa akitumia before apate KUTV cup. Imemcost pesa ngapi, changamoto zipi amepitia. Then after some 3 months tunarudi kwa ule mtu ambaye tulimpa cup, tunamuuliza feedback. So kwa feedback tunamuuliza experience yake kulingana na vile ametumia cup. Kama kuna zile changamoto amepitia, kama ameitumia. Unajua pia unaweza patia mtu product na asitumie. So pia tuna collect information na tukiangalia watu wengi hawaja complain ati product imewaathiri kiafya kivyo vyote. Instead wamesema the product has been very resourceful to them. It has saved them the costs of the income pads. And while there are few wenye wamesema walikuwa na changamoto kuingiza, and again I explained you have to pay attention on how to use the product. And information we share to all users before tuwapatie cup.
Na watu ambao wana surround the users, because we've said this information hata sisi tunahitaji kujua.
Yes.
So that when we are leading the girls in our lives on how to use it, tunawape correct or proper information.
Yes.
Mary Ojuang, hii kitu nimeiona sana majuu. Nimeiona US, hii ya KUTV inatoka US. Nimeona zingine from Netherlands or Holland, watu kama kina Kim Vakulen wa Foundation Move Up wakisukuma. Hii kitu, the reception ikoaje hapa Africa kwa our ladies? Are they embracing it vile iko? Ama mbona bado tunaona vitu kaa sanitary towels ndo ziko sana kwa shelves. Kitu kaa hii sipati kwa shelves.
Reception bado iko chini. Na Kenya Demographic Health Survey pia imeconfirm only 1% of Kenyan women and girls use reusable product.
Wanasema ni wanawake empowered. Sisi wacheni tutumie towels.
But pia ni kwa sababu ya vile society imetulea. Unapata product kama hivi kwa wale wasichana nimewapatia, utapata user ako very willing kutumia. Lakini pale nyumbani guardian anataka atumie. Wengine tumewapatia, akifika nyumbani guardian ama brother ama elder sibling amechukua ile cup akadiscard. Akamwambia hizo ni nini unaleta. So bado kuna a lot of need in terms of creating awareness about the product. Ndio maana as a leader of WOSWA naomba usaidizi. I cannot do this alone. WOSWA cannot do this alone. And we also have resource limitation. If we get sufficient support, financing, we can do a national campaign about the sustainable and eco-friendly products for people to embrace it. Bado kuna hizo myths na stereotypes about virginity, product ita break virginity and all that. So we need to do more awareness raising.
Kabisa.
Haijakubalika 100%. Wanawake wanataka kutumia, but the people surrounding them vile wanaiongelelea
discrimination, stigma. Kwanza walewa hizo ni manini? Hizo ni mawatch.
Wanataka kuwekelea, they want to name call it and shame people who are using the cup.
It's not us. It's not African. It's not natural.
So yeah, there is much to be done in terms of raising awareness.
Kabisa. So tumesema kidole kimoja kivunji chawa. We need a lot of unity. Wanasema unity is strength, na unity ndio itatusaidia kusukuma kama ni conversation ya kuelezea watu the importance, the need to have sustainability when it comes to issues to do with women. Ndio tumalizane na hii period ya poverty. Wewe juu unahitaji unity, unahitaji watu wa come on board wa kukusaidia. Let's talk about partners wenye tayari wanasaidia WOSWA as a foundation, na how others can come on board, or hata volunteers, watu kama sisi wenye wangetaka kusaidia kwa distribution, kusaidia kwa spread your information, awareness, create awareness around all these stories na issues za ending period poverty. Our partners wenye mmekuwa na wao na wengine wenye wanaweza kuja on board.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Eshe app. It's a women health app ambayo last year ilitusaidia heavily kufanya our campaigns. It resourced us to even hold an event at the University of Nairobi. And we want to call upon Eshe app again. Mkuje vile mlikuja last year. Support us.
Kama mkiwa wengi.
Support us. Your resources can go a long way to help us reach more girls and women, to share about your product, which is the Eshe Women Health app, as also talk about the issues of menstrual health, gender equality, GBV, access to justice, etc. And also a shout out to universities. Alupe University in Busia County. Alupe University has been really resourceful, supporting our champions there, led by Ruth Mwadziwe, who has been really doing a good job reaching out community, empowering other women and girls. I want to thank Alupe University administration for that kind of support. I also want to thank our champions from Masai Mara University, and also the University of Nairobi, where we are now leading from the front line, supporting us, providing us with platform, providing us with resources, and also always coming through when we need support and venues to hold our events. And I want to thank our patron, Professor Anne Asei, for her dedication, because hii kazi si rahisi. And we are not being funded. At the moment, we are not being funded by any organization. Ni zile pocket money. Female students wanajitolea, anaingia kwa mfuko yake kidogo, anachanga changa. Female professors like Professor Anne kidogo kidogo anatoa yake kidogo, anaitisha wenzake, and that is how we've been surviving. However, if we are funded, we can do much more. So I know kuna organization kama Fawe, Femnet, UN Women, this big donor organization, and even the smaller ones, we are looking up to you, and we want to call out to you to support us, to support our initiative, to help us meet this impact. And also to you guys, thank you for having this platform for us, because if we are not here, they will not know that we exist and we are doing the kind of job we are doing.
Kazi yetu ni kuambia dunia,
So
kusaidia amplify the voice. Hapo kwa community wanaongelelea nini? Wanaongelea how we can end period poverty. Hiyo inaleta sustainability. Juu sustainability inakaa na heshima. Heshima inakambaka na peace kwa familia zetu. Hakuna daddy sina pads 240 ya huyu firstborn, 240 ya uko na wasichana watatu wote wanahitaji. Uko na bibi, unapata wengine wamebarikiwa, they have other babies. When unawanunulia kila mtu 13 ama 1500, tuseme $1500, $10 kila mtu $10, unajua for 10 years hiyo kitu nimeondokea. Ni emotional support to chocolate hapa pale. Inakuwa shwari, si ndio?
So media houses have been instrumental in amplifying our voices. Standard the other day covered our story. And I really give a shout out to media houses for giving us this platform to talk about our work. And also kuna zile grassroots organization zenye wamekuwa wakitu organizea events, because organizing an event is a big thing. Wake na Vijana initiative in Githurai 44. They have been very instrumental pale kwa grassroots coordinate na organize hizo meetings na kutuita twende to make impact. Footprints of Hope kule Busia County, they are really doing a lot of amazing work working with girls and young moms in the communities and supporting them in different ways. So those are some of our partners wenye wametushika kabisa. So so when we're talking about 10,000, they are other people who are really journeying with us. Femiscope initiative, they always call us and collaborate. The Nairobi County, the leadership of the Nairobi County, like they call us to those stakeholders meeting where we are able to network and know who is doing what and synergize and work together to help each other. We cannot do this alone as WOSWA. So Nairobi County government has been really resourceful. And the Ministry of Education, linking us with the school health program teams that have been really helpful in helping us access these educational institutions to raise awareness about different issues on GBV, menstrual health, and even do our mentorship in these institutions. So I just want to thank everybody who has been part of this journey. And the support we have received is amazing, and we look forward. And also go to our website and check out how we can partner. Also info@woswa.org is where you email me and I'll be able to respond, and we discuss how we can work together. We work in 47 counties. We are a national organization. So if you're in Turkana, we have people who work with us in Turkana. If you're in Samburu, we have a very nice gentleman who is supporting our initiatives in Samburu. We're in Narok, we're in Busia, we are in Kilifi, Mombasa, name it.
Kila mahali.
Kila mahali hadi Lamu.
Yule ambaye hataweza kutumia email, mpe social media handles.
Social media handles, WOSWA, WOSWA Kenya, that is where we are. Also, we have a website, www.woswa.org. And also, I encourage you to also WhatsApp us at +2547121 112732, and we will get back to you and address all issues in terms of how we can partner, mentorship, how far we can work together and make an impact together.
Asante sana. Sasa fanya hivi. Turejee Ngamani. Nataka tutoke hapo yetu. Kwenye Ngamani ni wapi?
Siaya.
Siaya si mbali na Homa Bay. Leo tumekuwa na mtu wa Homa Bay. Tukatoka kwa Homa Bay tumekuwa na Kenneth B. Odongo. Alitupea yake but kutuambia ni wapi, but ni ya Lake Region. I feel like leo tumekuwa na Lake Region edition kutoka Mary Ojwang. Sasa tunaingia Siaya. Si ndio?
Yes.
Lines za kikwetu. Could be a methali, could be a tongue twister, unaweza ni kimoja hivi, could be a riddle, and then to translate in the language they can understand, and then tuambie kwaheri.
Wow. That is really hard. Because my dad will not be proud of me today.
Kwa nini? Juu ya kuongea language ya kwenu?
No, because I'm so pathetic with it. But nitiengero mawacho ni hey, dear cousins. What do I say?
Dear ancestors, whatever you do.
Mose worth. Pole pole ndio mwendo, yeah?
Good. Sasa tuianze, we introduce, alafu ipige, si ndio? Lines like good. Tunakataga hizi segments ndio tuweke huko nje hata wengine wa participate. Si rahisi, we understand. Kuambiwa tu tupe wisdom kwenu. So tunaweza ianza tena.
Okay, acha nipeane wisdom ya comrades.
We piana. Bora uwape in mother tongue, alafu uta translate.
So, wawachonia telo ikao kumingato. The translation is power is not given, it's taken. And what I'm calling out to us as young women, we should not sit and wait for anybody to present these opportunities. And it's a call for all of you, all of us in our spaces to be proactive, to share our voices, to challenge norms and stereotypes, and to claim a seat on the table. And where there is no seat, let's bring ours and sit on it and put our voice and keep advocating for ourselves in those spaces.
Kabisa, 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 kabisa. To all women out there in the world, as you continue to march forward, power is not given, power is taken. Warudi wasiseme hawakusikia.
Telo ikao kumingato. Bring your seat to the table if there isn't any available for you as a woman. And do not be scared. Be shameless. Be audacious. Talk issues. Talk agenda. Be shameless.
Be shameless. Hapo ndo tunamalizia hiyo show. I feel like it has been a Lake Region edition, moja safi, moja tamu. We've talked about 3 issues, or we've addressed 3 issues today. We started with mental health. So we had Berian Seda tukaongelea mambo ya mental health. Tukatoka hapo hivyo tukaingia kuhusu poetry and how we're using poetry to achieve peace talks, peace inclusion, tukiwa tunaweka peace ya wanyama pori na sisi binadamu. Tukatoka hapo hivyo now with you, Mary Ojwang, advocate wa gender na vile vile founder wa WOSWA, and all the good things you've been doing, the lives you've been impacting pale WOSWA. Tukaongea kuhusu how we can end period poverty. Nimefurahi sana. God akubless. Pia wewe mtazamaji popote pale ulipo, God akubless. Kutoka kwa kikosi kizima ambacho kimefanikisha hii leo KUTV Rise Today Art and Culture Monday, tukiongozwa na mwelekezi vile vile mtayarishi wa kipindi Ryan Ngure. On the transmission umekuwa na Charles Olerunke. Na nikumbusha kwanza kuna feedback. We have feedback. Watu walikuwa wametuma pale online. We've been online on KUTV Rise Today, KUTV Kenya YouTube, KUTV Kenya Facebook. We have Kiriri anasema the show is lit, we are tuned in. We have Jilo Mamu pia ni our social media manager right here at Kenyatta University Television. Ametoka MKU akakuja KU aka make sure anapitia all these audio visual editing, TV studio technical operations. Hizi ni short courses ambazo tunapeana hapa hivi KUTV Kenya so that we can achieve kufikia kila mtu. Unaona vile WOSWA mnatafuta sustainability, pia sisi tunatafuta sustainability. We have a lot of students who never achieved C+ and above grades za kuwapeleka campus, but they are very passionate about some skills they have. Could be audio visual editing, could be TV journalism, could be graphic designing. Mambo yote wanakuja wanasomea hapa KUTV kwa university. Wakitoka hapa hivi wanapata certificates and media accreditation, wanasukuma kazi. Wengine tumewatuma Standard, tumewatuma Cape Media, tumewatuma sijui Cape Media Max. Sidhani kuna media house, mainstream media house ambayo haina a product from Kenyatta University TV. Sisi kazi yetu ni kugrow na kuwapandisha. So hao wote wanafurahia. Chalu Ole Runke nimekuambia kwa pale hivyo wanasema tuned in from Kaputiel, Kajiado County. Watu wa Kajiado pia wamefurahia show. Tunasema asante sana. Asante pia Toby on the camera. Kazi safi tena zaidi. Kesho KUTV Rise Today inaendelea, Biashara Tuesday hosted by Sylvia Anyango. Mungu akitujalia tutapatana papo hapo. Na usisahau jalali halali wala hali wali au ugali. Unaniita Ojwanga, mtoto wa Mariam, Senior Warrant Officer 1. That's it for today. Shukran sana. Shukran pia Mary. Kazi.